Hey guys, my name's Daryl and welcome to this edition of Project TJ. Now, over the last few weeks I've had a warning light happening on the dash. The alarm would go off, the airbag light lights up and then goes off and repeats, which is hugely annoying. During that period, the cruise controls now stopped working and my horn is working sporadically. I had someone rolling back into me in the traffic the other day and all I could do was roll back because the horn wasn't working. So yeah, rather unsafe. The airbag light's now on full time with no warning light, so it's an issue that needs to be replaced. Now the problem is the clock spring's gone south. The clock spring's what allows wires in your steering wheel to go from something that rotates to something that's static, which is the wiring loom behind the steering wheel. It's just a little plastic round gadget. These wires connect to the wires on the steering wheel and your loom connects to the fittings on the back of it. This just clicks in by the looks of it. This is a standard brand. The interesting thing is on the back there is a Mopar logo and part number. So I don't know whether Standard make them for Mopar or not. Seems a bit of a coincidence, but I've got that from Rock Auto like a lot of my spares. Worthwhile if you're not in the US getting from through these guys because they're quite good. So we've got to remove the airbag, the steering wheel, the shroud around the steering column, click this out and refit everything. But first off, we'll continue to take off the negative from the battery terminal just so the airbag doesn't explode in our face while we're doing it. So again, 10mm nuts behind the steering wheel for the airbag. There's one each side. Then we pull the airbag off, squeeze the two black fittings on the side of the wiring loom on the main wire on the airbag, and that removes that, and then take off the ground wire. Now undo the bolt holding the steering wheel on with a 13mm socket. Only undo it a bit because we don't want it flying off and hitting us in the nose when it comes off. So we're just going to use a puller on this. And that's broken it free. So we can now take the nut out fully. And undo these fittings from each side of the steering wheel. And pull the wheel off. Again, make sure that your steering wheel was straight when you took it off. So now we just undo our screws. And take off the plastic shroud. Now on the back of the new one, you'll see the two clips that hold it in. We just need to pull those apart slightly on the old one to release it from the column. and push that in. So how did we go with this? Airbag lights off, cruise control works, horn works. So that's all sorted now, guys, and there were no curveballs, and that's always a good thing. Airbag light goes off as it should, cruise control works as it should, and the horn works as it should, so happy days. It's probably taken me, I'd say, an hour and a half, including filming. I'd allow yourself half hour to an hour at worst, and you should be able to sort it. The only tool you may not have in your toolbox is a wheel puller. I did think I'd be able to get that off by just giving it a yank, considering I've replaced the wheel a while back, but it does appear no. So I'd say a wheel puller is required. I've just got a generic 3-leg one and take one of the legs off, and muscling it around, it seems to work quite well. Apart from that, yeah, easy one. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and got something out of that. If you'd like to support the channel, buy a t-shirt, there's a link down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it really helps us out, and we'll see you next time on Project TJ. Bye, guys.